Hi, I'm Dawn DeKisto. I'm a skincare specialist, and I help women all over the U.S., just like you, to get healthy skin, to build confidence, and trust what you see in the mirror every single day. And I love football.
And I'm Jamie. I love expressing myself with makeup. I will always be your #1 hype queen. And if you love football and makeup, then we'll make great friends.
Hello and welcome to
Beauty Touchdown.
With Dawn and Jamie. I'm Dawn. She's Jamie. We're so glad to be here tonight, Jamie.
Hi. Today I'm Jamie Cheesebutt.
Cheesebutt.
This is the persona of Jamie Cheesebutt. No one created her. I did.
I always love seeing you with your yellow wig, with your gold.
There you go. I like your blonde wig. It's not blonde. It's yellow. I always get that. I'm like,
really?
It's yellow? Yeah. So the blonde wig, and I'm like, it's yellow. I'm just being a butthead.
That's so funny. For a couple of years before my hair was really getting white like it is now, because I'm really dark naturally, but now I'm getting old, so it's getting light. For a couple of years there, I was kind of like doing highlights and coloring, because I always said, if once I start going white, because I really didn't go gray, I just went white, I'll go blonde to kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I was visiting my mom, and she's like, "Your hair looks so yellow." I'm like, "Mother."
No,
Gosh, it's hard enough going through that, you know.
I know.
So how's everyone doing? What'd you think of the game last week? So let us know if you're watching, if you're Green Bay Packer fans, Titans fans, or any other team in the NFL, or if you're just here for skincare and beauty, that's cool too. I'm a skincare specialist, and I'll try to do a better job about talking about my skincare while I'm doing it. But hey, a lot of information is in the description below, including our link tree. Our link tree for Beauty Touchdown has links to stigma breakers, confidence beyond cosmetics, all the product information you want to know, all that jazz. So yeah, so how'd you feel about Sunday's game? The Green Bay Packers played who they play?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. How could I forget that? I'm so tired. The Cowboys. And we're not favored to win, and they won, right?
I know, we were favored by was that the game where we were favored by not favored by 11 points, I think. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, it makes sense because was it?
That might have been the Bills.
Oh,
I don't know.
Right.
I think the Packers was more like 3.5 or 4.5.
No, because it was like the Bills. It was the Bills that was like 11. I think it was by 5 points because then the Lions beat us, and then it was the Cowboys. When you went into the game, like how did you feel going into the game?
Okay, well, I never say the other team beat us, especially I say we lost because we lost. Like we anyway, because the Lions weren't playing that well either.
I know, we beat ourselves. You're right. We beat ourselves. And I made a video about that earlier this week.
Oh, did you?
I was like, why are we always beating ourselves up? It's true. No, you're right. You're right. Because they just suck less than us. Basically. Sorry, no offense, Lions fans, if you're listening. I'm sorry.
Poor Lions. We always feel so sorry for Lions. I was looking at the scores up until this is week. We've had 10 games now, believe it or not, with this season, and it's at least half of them were within a couple of points, or were within one play, made the difference between a win or a loss.
Ooh.
One play. At least
a lot of close games.
Well, in other words, we gave those games away. We just needed one score, not play. I shouldn't say play. What did I say? I just said play, but I meant score.
I wasn't sure if you were talking about like what's like a trend in the league or like what the Packers have been doing. Which is I don't know.
I mean, it could be it could be a trend, but yeah,
Mhm.
there's been a lot of close games. That's true. But
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
was just talking about Packers.
Well, you know what? You're right. There really hasn't been like a slaughter. I don't think,
Right.
unless my brain's like trying to block me from my trauma. But um, my brain's like, you don't want to remember that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, brain, for
Thanks,
blocking
brain,
that.
for protecting me. You're so sweet. No, I don't think. Yeah, you're right. It hasn't really been like that. Hi,
Ah,
Ron.
yeah,
You're
we
not
started
late.
on
You're
time.
on
We started
time.
on time. Well, I put 7:15 because you never know with us, but I'm
You never
sorry
know
we're
what.
so unpredictable.
You're never late because you never know when we're like, we're not late or early, we just pop up.
We just got here, Ron, and Ron is a Green Bay Packers fan.
Yeah, we're Packer fans here. We like to talk about other teams because we're football fans as well.
Definitely, definitely.
So we were talking about how the Packers haven't gotten beaten up or destroyed. It's we have been beating ourselves up, and I agree 100%. You're right, because it hasn't been that far off. We always do something like at the like just not enough time. Like we just don't do enough, or we do it a little too late, and we lose the game.
Yeah, or our
But
quarterback doesn't throw the ball to the person he's supposed to throw.
yeah, right.
But that wasn't
And
much of a problem this last
or
week.
we don't run the ball enough. Like giving Aaron Jones
Yeah,
4 carries in the first half of a game, that's unacceptable. You should already be at like 10 or if 15 if you
mm-hmm.
want to do 30 carries. You know? So
Yeah,
it's just been so many things. It's not just one thing. I just want to the theme of this whole season. It's not just one person's fault. It's
correct.
everybody because this is a team sport. Everybody has its own responsibilities. So what you coming into the Cowboys game, how did you feel? Like, did you have no expectations? Were you like, oh, whatever? Like, how would you feel about it before the game started?
Well, I have kind of insulated myself.
Yeah.
And I really am very good at that. I am very
Uh-huh.
good at insulating myself from feelings. Um, and probably too good at it. But I also had a little part of me thinking, it could be any game because there are so many things that are just disastrous. Like once all these things start getting mopped up,
Mhm.
I still believe this is a really good team with really good coach and, a head coach at least.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like anything can happen. Anything can happen. And
Okay.
so when I saw them playing, I was just happy for a good game. And I'm a football fan, so I don't care as much about winning and losing. Well, I mean, especially right now when we're not really even like
Mhm.
we're so far behind. Like usually I care a lot more because we're number 1 seed, number
You
2
feel like
seed.
because yeah, it
Yeah.
matters a little bit more.
Yeah, so let's just finish last and get the best draft picks and start over.
Yeah.
But no, so I was okay with it, going in, and I was really happy. It was just a fun game. I was super happy because there were friends from here, from San Diego that were there, and
Yeah.
then and Matt, my podcast partner, was there for his very first game. Now,
I'm so happy for
what a
him.
great first game,
Yeah.
right, to remember by, and so
That was a great game to be at.
there was so much fun about that game. I was really happy, and so I was kind of okay with win, lose, or just have a good game, please.
Yeah.
Let's just play the ball, like just play the game, and not like
Let's play like you
shoot
care.
yourself
Let's
in the
play
foot.
like you're trying.
So it was good. So it was really good. And I think tomorrow there was going to be snow at Lambeau, and Thursday night football is going to be
Ooh.
at Lambeau also. And I think it might be snowy. And then I think Sunday, the Bills game in Buffalo which is known for having a lot of snow, is supposed to have like a huge snowstorm. So we're
Oh
going to
wow.
maybe start seeing some games in snow as early as
I
this
know.
week. I
I
love that.
think it's been snowing there. I've seen a couple people talk about like, oh, it's snowing. So I think that would be really nice. I saw a tweet going around. People were trying to get everybody to wear white to the game because they're gonna wear white and they want to make it look snow white. And I think they're talking about like it might snow as well, and just like it'd be a little nice winter wonderland snow globe in Lambeau Field. Wouldn't that be cute? I think that's such a cute idea. So hopefully they kind of do make that happen, because I think that will make some really great pictures.
Yeah, I saw a few people talking about that. And Lambeau Field posted some photos of
Oh,
that were, the cover. It wasn't like a heavy amount of snow, but there was the field was covered. It was white.
oh
I
my
think that
God.
was this morning. Yeah.
I still haven't been to Wisconsin when it snows, because I'm honestly very terrified of the cold.
Yeah. It's cold.
So I'll go there. But for me, how I went in, Jamie and Don make it snow. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, I wish I
Um,
could. I wish I could make it rain too here.
I wish, yeah, we
Waco.
need to make it rain. I love it when it rains here.
I do too. So
Um,
great.
yeah, when I went into this game, I went in with like, I was just like, make it fun, dude. I don't want to
Right.
be angry. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be shocked. Like, I'm coming in with no
Embarrassed.
expectations, but like, just don't embarrass me.
Mhm.
And and I was just like, just make it fun. Just go out there and have fun. Like, if it doesn't matter anymore, then make it fun. Like, it's just like, and you know what? I got what I wanted, because it turned out to be a really great game. It started a little slow in the beginning, but
Oh, it was great. Then the
they shocked me in a
overtime.
good way this
Overtime.
time.
But see, this is a life lesson. Football is life, and
Yeah.
the less you expect from life.
Yeah. The less disappointed you'll be.
That's
And with people, the less you expect from people, the less they disappoint you, because
exactly.
you weren't expecting anything. Wow,
Exactly.
you know what? There's a lot of, you're right. There's a lot of, hi, Lorenzo, welcome.
Hi,
There's a lot of
Lorenzo.
lessons about life in football. I love that so
100%. I
much.
always say this on our podcast. It's like
Mm-hmm.
football is a great metaphor for life lessons.
Is there another favorite like life lesson that you feel like football has taught you, or that maybe it like reminds you of?
I mean, I tend to think of them in the moment, but
Right, right, right. Mm-hmm.
millions of them, but just like of the whole team part of it, teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork makes dream work.
Look at that. Look at that pigment. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm doing
So,
a Packer colors again. Sue
okay.
me.
All right. Well,
Sue
I'm into
me.
my skincare one of these days. I'll get
Oh,
started.
no, that's good. When you start a little later, it makes me feel better, because I don't feel like I'm taking as long.
Right, right,
I did do some prep work before that, so I'm just like, let's get into the makeup, because I
right.
didn't want to have time for us to talk.
That's
But
right.
how was your week?
My week was okay so far. Everything's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Started a couple weeks back doing a podcast. I mean, sorry, a YouTube
Mm-hmm.
with Katie
Yes, tell us about that.
about true crime basically, and we're going through an interrogation of a particular named co-conspirator. She has not been arrested yet, but there's a big development today in that case where one of
Mm-hmm.
the persons who was charged and convicted is now she wouldn't speak, she wouldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's saying, okay, now she's a state's witness. So we don't
All of
know
a
what she's
sudden.
saying. And yeah, so it should be good news for justice.
Mm-hmm.
So today was that. And yeah, just working on feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Yeah, a little better all the time, and just
Mm-hmm.
hanging with that and trying to figure out what I can eat and what I don't eat to make me sick.
To me, I know that's such a journey to
It
figure that
was
out.
never a problem, but all of a sudden it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bam, oh, this is a problem. So I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy. I'm enjoying our winter weather. It was like 68 here today.
Oh, yes. I'm
Nice and
enjoying the
cool.
weather. I'm enjoying the
Mhm.
weather. I really am.
Yeah.
I just love
Yeah.
playing with this. But I'm glad
So
you're feeling better.
how's your house hunting going? Your apartment shopping?
Well, um, it's crazy. Dude, Thanksgiving is next week already. And like, so that means it's December.
Yeah.
The nerves are really like, I'm kind of more vocal about it, and I want to be more vocal about it, because I know if every time I talk about something, I like it when people offer me things, like, not that they give me free things, but like give me resources.
Right.
So I kind of made a little tweet, and a couple of friends that gave me some like leads and stuff. And
Mhm.
then I just talked to one of my friends. I was like, hey, I know you live in a certain area, and I'm trying to like move over there. Can you send me a couple of things? She's like, I actually love doing that. So she sent me a bunch of She was like, she did her own research for me, and then she sent me a bunch of stuff that fit with what I wanted,
Oh,
and
cool.
I got more leads. So I was like, wow. But I'm really just, the work that I've been doing this whole time is just budgeting and
Right.
lowering my expenses and increasing my credit score, right? So that's the work that's what haven't, it's taking me so long, and I want to like wait as long as I can, because that means I save more money. And I didn't get to save any money in September. So I'm like a month behind in my goal that I had. I
Right.
won't get to save all the money that I wanted. So that's why I kind of have to wait to like save from my last check of the year on December 31st. That's my goal date of like the last check that I'll put away, so that
Right.
I can have savings for moving out and stuff. Because I kind of
Right.
have what I need to move out now, but then I would have no savings, and I kind of want to give myself a little bit of a cushion.
For sure. Yeah, because you don't want to be move in and then it's all of a sudden you've got all these expenses and you've got nothing left
And
to
you have nothing, because I can already see I'll need I mean, I'm taking a lot from my parents' home, but there's still a bunch of things, like I can't take all of their appliances. I'm gonna have to get my own appliances, you know. So I don't want to leave them ransacked. I take everything from their home. Can you imagine?
I could see
Oh
that.
my god! And so
You wouldn't be the first kid to do that to their
to
parents.
do, oh my god, that's hilarious. If somebody
They'd
did
be like,
that.
"Oh, good, we'll go get new appliances."
That's funny. No, but yeah. So that's kind of what it is for me. It's me like
Mhm.
looking and just keeping an eye out for like a good deal. Like I'm trying not to be impulsive about it, because I'm just not settle for anything. I think I have the
Don't
luxury,
settle.
right? And you told me that like from the beginning too.
I'm gonna keep telling you that.
And please keep telling me that, because
Right.
I know myself. I'm very impulsive, but
Oh, yeah. You just
we're
be like,
on
"I'm
track.
ready, I wanna go, this is fine," and then you'll be
I
like,
know.
"Oh."
I have been looking at some room for shares, because I was looking for a studio by myself,
Yeah.
which they're available. But if I really wanted to like be more I'm kind of like opting for maybe a sharing of the room, like
Mhm.
renting a room. But
Yeah.
I'm being very specific that it's one of those that are like, it's a renter room, but it has its own exit and it's
Sure.
really big, and my own bathroom. That's the only kind of rooms for rents I would actually consider. If it's
Right.
not like that, I don't want it. The reason why I like those is that I noticed that the ones that are available, less and less units are coming with utilities included. So what I love about the room for rent is that they do a lot of utility included into the rent, and that's so ADHD friendly for me, because it's just
Oh,
one
yeah.
big payment. Super easy for me. That's like best case
Yeah.
scenario, and it's a little bit cheaper than getting my own studio apartment. And you would think it's like really cheap, but it's really expensive, even just for studios here in California. It's really
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. Well, and then you can always step up and then next you get a studio
You're right.
apartment and then
You're right.
yeah,
Exactly. Because I'll
because
get
those
used to paying
usually
rent.
yeah, usually if it's a room for rent, you're not
Hmm.
tied into a lease, you're just month to
Yeah.
month.
And I don't have to worry about like repairs and stuff, because I have looked at some things that are like it's a studio that somebody converted from their home, and it's an actual studio with a kitchen and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But sometimes, like, if you get a bad landlord and something breaks, like, it's not a management company that they'll like fix. My coach and I were talking about that yesterday. I have to be
Well, they should
careful,
still fix things though. Well, you can
right?
ask them ahead of
Right.
time.
You can ask him for sure. I should,
But I mean ahead of time, like, what if this breaks? If
Yeah.
basically the California renters
Hmm.
law is that
Okay.
anything that's included with your rent, like let's say there's a fridge and a stove and a washer in there, okay?
Hmm.
If you're paying for that, if it's included,
Hmm.
they have to fix it if it breaks.
Yeah. Right.
Or yeah, that's generally rule of thumb,
Hmm.
uh, uh, you know, uh, unless there's something else in writing that says they aren't going to.
Right.
So if it's in there, they're responsible for it. If you bring it in, you're responsible for it.
So if I want to move to that area that I want, it has to be a room for rent. because in my budget, there's no either
Right.
there's not enough apartment complexes in that area because I kind of want to live more in a more suburban area.
Yeah.
So I have to do a room for rent, like in a house, basically,
Right.
which I wouldn't mind because there's some of them come with access to like the garden. I would love to have access to a garden and just have
Sure.
nature around me. Like that sounds really chill.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty calm girl. I'm not a party girl. I don't like have anything like I would like to host like low key things, but I
Mhm.
think I would be a good tenant for like somebody like that. But we'll see. I'm just still like weighing my options, but that's my journey.
I love it.
But I'm on track. Thankfully, the good thing is that I'm on track.
Right. I love it.
But yeah,
I'm doing
okay.
my firming mask.
Where are you? Tell us about what you've done to your face. Talk about skincare. This is your moment.
Okay, so so far I've removed my really I haven't done that much. I've just removed my makeup, washed my face with an aloe vera cleansing milk, and which is great for even eye makeup removal. And then I'm just using my facial mask right now, and it'll be on for about 10 minutes, and you'll see my face stiffen up like a little facelift.
Oh.
So that's it for now. And so this mask is firming, it's infusing my skin with tons and tons of nutrients, and it's also an exfoliator. When it comes off, it'll be an exfoliation. So Ron likes your hair. Oh, Lorenzo likes your hair, Jamie.
It's me.
Ron says NorCal is cheaper. I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I think all of California is expensive. It depends where North Cal for sure.
Yeah.
Not in San Francisco, because San Francisco is expensive.
Well, and that's what I think of when Northern California. Where do you live, Ron?
Yeah, right.
Where in Northern California?
A general area. We don't want your stalkers to find out where you live.
Yeah, we don't need your
You imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh God.
I probably, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I probably give way too much out, but hey.
Oh, me too. You're like,
whatever.
oh, don't share anything, and there I go sharing everything about my life.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
It's really not that hard to find people. I mean, if somebody really wants to. Change the subject.
That got really dark really fast.
I know. Well,
it's the reality of life.
In Central California. I know it is.
Oh, Central. Yeah, maybe Central. That's like for sure. Yeah, I found some great. I don't know if it's Central, like Lancaster, Palmdale area. For me, that's like Central because it's
that's
like
more desert.
Yeah, that's like desert. Yeah,
Palmdale. Yeah, I'd have a hard time with that. I don't go in the ocean, but I need to be on it. I need to be on a body of water.
Near about. Oh yes.
I've always, almost my whole life, been either really close to a body of water.
I love that.
There was maybe 5 years when I lived in Orange County. I was living on an equestrian neighborhood with horses.
Wow.
And the horses would clickety clack by every day when I was drinking my coffee.
Ooh.
That was fun, but that had no, apart from our pool that didn't have any, lake or ocean.
Let's try to do my makeup with this wig. Is that the freeze one? The freezing mask?
Yes.
The freeze. Okay, I will give you
a
break.
Because my mouth is starting to freeze up.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of overview a little bit of the Cowboys game with the Packers.
Yes.
We ended up winning it, and that was such a refreshing game because complete difference from the Lions game. We ran the ball 30 plus times, I believe, between AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. And AJ Dillon had a couple of good runs himself.
Yes.
And I thought that we had a healthy running and throwing. Watson, dropped his first 3 catches, and Rodgers went back to him. He was much more forgiving than he's been in the past, ladies and gentlemen. Before,
he doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have a choice. But like back in it, like I remember reading a thing from Devontae saying how he asked McCarthy to like get him out because he had dropped a couple, and that was Devontae. But that's before he sucked. That's why I'm like when I see criticism on like Watson and all these like rookies. It's like, dude, like Devontae didn't come into the Packers being great. Like he developed. And that's what we need to give a chance to these guys. And I was looking at the highlights of the Cowboys and the Packers game, and I saw Aaron Rodgers and Watson. I'm like, God, I wish this guy would have been around sooner, and that they would have
Well, he
had
was
more
hurt.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
was
would have had
hurt.
more
He's a
time.
rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the
Yeah,
race,
you know, but just like because
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. That was exciting for me to watch. Like we haven't had. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Jordy Nelson, but I mean, for Aaron to have that guy that he can just throw a bomb to, we haven't had that really like
Yeah, well,
consistently.
Watson is really, really, really
He's
fast.
so fast. He's so fast.
So I guess the ratio.
And long and tall.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The ratio of running to passing was like 2-1.
Right. Oh, I know that he in the first he threw like for 20 times. Like his targets weren't that much.
Right.
He didn't really have to do much. And I'm like, duh, that's the point. Like this is an aging quarterback. Like you don't want him to have to throw all the time. He doesn't have to do that anymore. You know? And I think that's what I already did a great job, Watson. I know. Very, very, very. I think I love that he went back to him. I forgot to finish that thought because that built confidence in him. And even some of the stuff that didn't work out, like some of the incompletions that he had, a little bit more communication and just a little bit more ball awareness. Like there was this one that it was supposed to be a touchdown, but I guess he didn't see it, and everyone said, "Oh, he got lost in the lights." Maybe he just lost track of the ball. And I even saw him speed up. You see him speed up, but it was like too late. Like he didn't have location. You know what? You know exactly. Like that was gonna be.
I wasn't sure if that was overthrown or what exactly.
No, that was perfectly thrown to him. He just
so
no. I don't think that was
37-20. So that's almost 2-1 ratio. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know math, but I remember he only had like 20, and I was like, whoa, and we won. Like, look at
that's why we won. Right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we wouldn't, and I agree with the people that I hear saying that we would have not won without Watson getting those down the yard.
Right.
We would not. Even if you remove him and just run it as much, I don't know if we would have won. Well,
he got gimpy. He got hurt really early on in the game, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? We just got him back, Watson."
Oh.
But then he came back out.
I
was like, oh God. If he wouldn't have come back out, if we wouldn't have come back out, then
you know what I worry about now? I worry that now that everyone's like knows about him, he's now not our hidden secret. Now they're gonna double team him. Let me know in the comments if you think that they'll double team Watson for the rest of the season now.
Well,
because everyone's talking about Watson and Aaron Rodgers. Everything I saw that was not Packers related, they were talking about Watson. So I'm like, damn it. He was our secret.
Well, he wasn't our secret. He was injured. He wasn't playing that much.
Well, we didn't know. We didn't know like what he
I
mean, we knew the potential, but then we saw the potential come to life.
Right. Okay, so is Romeo Doubs going to be back on Thursday?
I hope so. I don't know if he's going to be back, but I can't wait for him. And wow, it's like, now that then this is how I felt in the beginning of the season. I'm like, dude, Rodgers has so many weapons, but then it didn't work out.
Well,
it wasn't like, oh, never mind.
Injuries.
But now I'm back to feeling like, dude, like you have Romeo, you have Watson, you have Lazard, you have Cobb that still is making plays. Let's not sleep on Randall Cobb, guys. I am a Randall Cobb truther, and I will defend him to death. He still can make some plays, so let's keep him, part of the little group. Look at all those options. Why we did not need Amari Rodgers with the wide receiver room. We did not have a need for him having all of these guys, and he wasn't like, if you match him up, we hadn't seen enough, like, and then he didn't work out. That's why I'm just like, dude, I feel like Rodgers has so many options, and he has his running backs. How did we do this bad this season? Like, it still blows.
No one was on because most of the time they weren't on the field, and
then we were dealing with so many
Right.
so many injuries, but like if we were all there together, but even besides that, there was just no chemistry. Like, and then Watson kept getting injured. Like, imagine if Watson was healthy this whole time. I think we probably would have done a little bit better because he really was the difference. I mean, I love that we ran the ball, but he was a little that we needed to score 30 points on a Cowboys team that was playing way better, has been playing way better than the Packers have all season.
Yeah, the Cowboys
He
have
was
been
that
doing really
that we
well.
needed.
Yeah, so Lorenzo does say that Romeo's probably not going to be back in tomorrow.
But you know who's going to be back? Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb will be back. And I can't wait for, you know, because I like Romeo, and he was before Watson, and when Lazard was out, Romeo was like the new number one. Like he was going through him. I think the relationships building between Rodgers and Romeo. So I love that. So imagine having him back. He's gonna have all of these options and the run. Like,
well, the
I'm
other thing
feeling hopeful again.
Impressive about Watson is they were showing him really seriously doing some tackling and things that a lot of wide receivers won't do.
Like Lazard, he's a good tackler for being a wide receiver. I
Right.
mean, for a point in time, I think last year or the previous years, we had like the best blocking wide receiver core in the NFL, in the league, because they all could block.
Was Devontae willing to block that much?
I don't know if they've used him that way. They would have used him like that in that way. Maybe he did. I don't remember specifically, but I know Lazard. They've used him as a chip guy and all the tight ends. So I'm only talking about wide receivers and the running backs. Then we also have our tight ends.
I know.
Like we have so many options on offense. It's like we have to figure out a way.
Andy Herman didn't graded Robert Tonyan very high. I don't know what he was doing this week.
He was blocking. I don't think he was even targeted. I think honestly, the Packers have never been the type of people to use tight ends very much. Rodgers never really threw. Well, Jermichael.
No, I think LaFleur does though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know
why. And I'm just saying I don't know why he graded him so low. I can't remember. I just can't remember what he said.
But my analysis of that is just that I didn't see him get that many touches. So he was probably
but
that's why he didn't. I don't know. Does that matter? Like if you're
that wouldn't affect the grade if he's not getting
touches.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't think that would affect his grade.
So then do they grade him on his blocking because he was used as a blocking?
I'm not sure that's the thing. I can't remember what he said. I'll have to look back at it. But he was graded kind of low, and I was surprised because Tanyan's really good out there.
I just haven't seen Rodgers throw the ball to him as much as he did to Romeo Doubs and the wide receivers. He's just been, if he's gonna throw the ball, I've been seeing it. Amari Rodgers.
Yes, we mean blocking. Blocking, not tackling. Yes.
Yeah. Was I saying tackling? I meant blocking.
That's
in my brain, I heard blocking, but I said tackling. I'm really sorry about that.
Amari Rodgers was released. So so he's just hearing the news.
Oh, you're just hearing the news. Yeah. Lorenzo, how do you feel about that? How did you feel about Amari? And while you type that answer for us so we can read it out loud for you, I'll throw the question to Don. What was your thoughts about Amari? How did you feel about him? What do you feel about him being released?
Well, first of all, I'm doing my enzyme peel.
Oh. Kidding.
I'm done with my mask. I'm doing my peel. And Amari, I didn't think they were going to let him go until the end of the season because I thought financially there wasn't anything to gain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they probably needed room on the roster, which is good because that means they might be bringing some more talent in toward the end of the season if we're still in it. But Amari, I mean, he couldn't. I don't know why they kept having him catch the ball on the
returning. Yeah,
I mean, just let it. Yeah, that was. I don't know if that was a coaching thing or what. He didn't seem to be that bad of a wide receiver when he played out there. But I can't remember if it was him or Kylan Hill that was maybe had an attitude problem.
So that was Kylan. So that was. Yeah, that was Kylan Hill. You know, I was really surprised, and as everybody was really, because from what I saw on Twitter, we were really surprised about Kylan Hill getting let go. Personally, me, because I was a really big fan of him. I was excited to see him back. I was sad he got hurt, and I was really excited for his comeback. Right. And maybe if we don't sign Aaron Jones again, he might be like, he was a good option to keep around anyways. But apparently there were some out of the field issues. And if he was not representing the Packers, then I'm sorry, I cannot. I wish you the best. It sucks. I mean, that's unfortunate, really, because I was really, and
Yeah,
I hope
it's
for
too
the guy.
bad.
And
Yeah.
I hope he learns from that. I hope he learns from that.
Well, my understanding from a few comments on Twitter, and I don't know for sure, I have no way of verifying this kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
that he had that same
Don't look
problem in college years too.
Oh, really?
Locker room issues,
Oh,
whatever they
wow.
might be. Yeah.
Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that he fixes that, because this ain't college anymore, baby. You're in the NFL. It's time to grow, baby. It's time to grow. So we wish them well. We wish Amari well wherever he goes, and we wish Kylan Hill growth and that he does better in his next location. But we move on. We move on to the next man up. Who do you think they might put it as punt returner? I know that they're probably trying a couple guys out.
Well, they have some people on the but that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if they're going to bring someone else in. But Nixon did a good job, didn't you think? On Sunday?
Yeah, I thought so too. Yep.
He did great. I
thought he did a great job.
Honestly, I don't like. That's one part of football that I wish they would just get rid of. Like, just stick it on the 20-yard, do something. But there's so many injuries. It's so violent. That's the most violent part of the game.
Yeah.
In my estimation, don't you think? Unnecessarily, like,
yeah, there's a lot of injuries happen that time. But honestly, is it really that, or is it the turf, the fake turf? You saw that conversation
you're
happen.
catching the ball and you're running into a group of people. I don't know,
group of people.
It's a whole
but it's kind of like running backs too, because they literally run into like bodies too.
But it's a little different because they're not looking up at the ball.
Well, that's true, because if they're looking up at the ball, you're right.
It's I wouldn't want to do that.
It just depends how fast the defense gets to
That's my least favorite part. I just close my eyes when they do that. I'm just like,
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
what you're saying.
I wish they would just catch it, let them kick it as far as they can. You catch it, put it down. I mean, we would have done better if they would have been just doing that anyway, because of the way the punt returning thing was going. But
I know.
Well, he wasn't even catching.
He wasn't even catching.
It might be he wasn't catching. Who knows? I mean, yeah, who knows? So, so did Kylan Hill go to the Texans already?
Oh, I don't know. Did he go to the Texans? He'll ball out. Did they pick him up already, Rob? I mean, Ron, because I don't know.
Watch him become a big star. Well, you know what?
Which one? Who caught? I mean,
I think he's talking about
Amari.
No, I think he's talking about Kylan Hill.
Oh. Yeah, I think they need. I don't really watch the Texans. I don't know what they need. Good for them. They'll do well there. He's a good running back. He's explosive.
It's that moment when I feel my skin and go, oh my God, I feel so good.
And then there's me with. I actually went light. I'm not gonna do too much today.
And the peel, and it's like,
I'm gonna try to put these eyelashes on. So wish me luck.
Okay, wish you luck.
So yeah, man.
Amari Rodgers went to the Texans. Oh, okay.
Good for him. You know, that's so funny because Randall Cobb went to the Texans.
I was really excited about him as a rookie.
I hope that he was on the offense
when we got him. I think he had great promise. I don't know.
They compared him a lot to Cobb. He's supposed to be a slot receiver.
I think anyway. I was really excited about his talent when we got him. So I think there's hope. It must be a coaching issue. I'm not sure why he can't succeed on this team, but he certainly got enough tries. You know, he got enough chances.
He did. I don't know why they decided to wait this long, but you know what?
Well, I think he was kind of paid for. They probably need the position open.
You know what? We don't know how that stuff works.
At a certain point with certain players, depending on, if they're rookies and stuff, you're already. Hold on. Kylan Hill didn't get signed. Yeah, Amari Rodgers did.
Good. I'm happy for him. I have no ill will to him. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't hate him. I wish him the best, just not with the Packers and not in the NFC. Because I don't want him to get good and then he plays against us. Like, no, go to the AFC, which I think it did happen. I think Texans is the AFC. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so.
I'm extra happy for him.
I think so. Yeah,
Extra
well,
happy for him.
he just, he's gone,
We
whatever.
wish him the best.
Did you see the Twitter storm about that? About on Todd's post? He's like, "Why are you all wishing him well?"
Oh yeah, I commented too. I commented on that.
They were
I
talking
didn't
about
really read the comments.
what did you say?
I just said if he goes to the NFC, then he can fumble some more. I was a mean girl. I wasn't mean. I was mean. No offense, and I wish you the best. Just not again. Not in the NFC. I said it, and I still stick to that what I said.
That's fine.
So I'm extra happy that he went to the AFC. I honestly think that he was looking kind of good in the offense, like as a wide receiver. We just had no need for him.
He has a lot of potential.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that they didn't use him. I agree with people that are saying that they didn't use him. They had him in a position that was not the best for him, and they like why do you if you're putting somebody that like is a land animal in the water and they don't know how to swim, like
No, but I think he was the punt returner.
Was he in call? I don't know. I don't know actually.
I think he was
a punt. Oh, I don't. I thought I saw wide receiver film when I first learned about him.
Well, he was the wide receiver too. A lot of people are both.
Okay.
You can't. Most teams can't afford to just have one person be a punt returner and not do anything else on the team. You can't. Most. Yeah. There's a limited.
We'll have to. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know if he was like
it could be a running back and a punt returner, or possibly a wide receiver.
Because
when wide receiver too.
Because I remember what I heard from him was that he was a slot wide receiver, and that we needed somebody like Cobb there, and that's what he was supposed to do. That's what I remember hearing about him. So I was like, oh, that must have been his role. So I was like, and we didn't use him like that. So it makes sense why.
But I think he was always supposed to be from college and everything. I thought he was.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I could be mixing them up. I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
I could be mixing Kylan Hill and Amari up. I could be.
But yeah, it's just we wish him the best.
Yeah, they were laughing about that on last call.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Todd, he likes getting a rise out of people.
It was funny.
I'm sure people. I didn't read the comments. I was like, I'm not even gonna read the comments. I'm just gonna comment my little funny, and I'm gonna leave. I just commented.
Well, sometimes I don't always read comments either, but sometimes you just know they're gonna be good. Yeah. Like that's where everything's happening. It's like in comments, right?
Okay, this glue is not. Let's just pretend that it's on there.
What kind of lashes? Black, green?
No, glittering? These are green and yellow lashes.
Oh, ooh. I can't see them.
Hold on.
Let me zoom in. Oh, fun. Where'd you find those?
My friend made them for me. She's a lash artist.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I'm basically done. I'm so proud of myself.
Okay. Well, cool, because I'm just did my eye repair, which feels so good on my eyes because I'm so tired.
My eyebrows are hidden by my wig.
I like it. Are you doing your lips?
Yeah, I am, but I'm looking for a better eyelash glue because this eyelash glue is not the business. Oh, I found some. Okay, we're just gonna let this one look a little crazy. It's fine. But yeah, okay, moving on from this Cowboys game. We won. It was great. Now we're gonna play the Titans.
I love Derrick Henry. I love watching him.
I know.
I kind of like.
He is crazy, dude.
He's so good.
But we have faced him before. I think didn't we face him on the way to playoffs last year?
He hardly went anywhere last year. He got very few yards.
He was pretty limited, right?
At Lambeau, yeah, and I don't remember why.
Do you think or do you remember our run defense being a little better? Because honestly, this year they're a little sus. And I don't remember that was the case back then. I don't think they were like super great at it. Do you remember?
I don't know. I don't feel like the defense is all that. I mean, there's been ups and downs, but I don't think they're that different from last year, except for we have a lot of people that are out.
Yeah. So
different,
yeah, that's kind of been like
in terms of ranking.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think we were as great either. And we held him.
Oh yeah,
he didn't
make much progress last year. So, and Matt LaFleur knows him. He coached with him
Oh,
one
that's
year.
right. You're right. You're
So
right
he kind
about
of
that.
knows what to do, hopefully. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it's a crapshoot. Like, there's no way to predict what tomorrow's going to be like. The game.
So
There's
excited
no
that
way.
it's tomorrow
No,
already.
I
Yeah.
just want to have fun with it, right?
Yeah,
There's
you're
no
right.
way. They could get trounced either one.
I know.
You know, it could go either way. Yeah,
It really could. It really could go either way.
I just
Yeah,
hope
and
it
I was
doesn't. I hope
saying,
there's no
yeah.
trouncing unless we're doing the trouncing. But I want a fun
Yeah.
game. I want a fun game. We're not. So I doubt, because the Titans are good. They're fun to
Wow.
watch.
Mm-hmm. I think is it Tannenhill that's their quarterback? I don't even remember. I don't even know.
They have somebody else in also for injuries. I forgot who they have. Let me look.
I got him on.
She did it.
First time putting lashes on Beauty Touchdown. Ha. Look at my sweater, guys. Peace, love, Packers.
Yay.
Oh my god, my cheeks are wild.
You know, why can't I just go to their website? It's so silly.
I made a mess. I made a mess. So yeah, I'm just mostly worried about Derrick Henry, to be honest. I also haven't watched that many. I
They're
was
well
watching a lot of
coached.
football and
There's
then
more to worry.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me where's their team?
I don't know. I feel like you know what? I'm not gonna say anything about the defense. I'm not gonna say anything. You know what? I don't want to jinx the Packers for tomorrow.
Yeah, here we go. There it is. There it is.
Thank you for that. Is a good segue to my.
I was
segment.
waiting. Okay.
Guys, I'm in a dilemma. This wig has gone through it. It's time for a new one. But I wore this for the Bears game that I went to in Lambeau and we won. And then I wore it on Sunday and we won. So naturally, I don't want to get rid of it now. Because in my mind, this did it. This is why we won, guys.
Tannehill is their quarterback, but I think he's injured, and Malik Willis is who I saw play when they played last week.
Oh, okay. I think I saw that he was coming back.
Okay. I mean, the quarterback is, yeah. I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference.
You know,
he might be a little better than Malik Willis, but
the Dolphins. The Dolphins are really good this year.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of teams, you know, that we haven't heard about for a while is because they've been rebuilding, and so
yeah, we've been rebuilding this whole time. Mm-hmm. Now it's they're like reaping in all the hard work that they've. I'm trying to find mahogany.
And Ron says, yeah, against the run, the defense was a little bit sus. So he agreed with you.
Yeah. I think that we've played well on defense, specifically at the red zone. We'll let them march down the field, but we make the stop, which is kind of important because either stop, that's where you get interception, which we've been getting a good amount. I love seeing interceptions. And I honestly, before 2 years ago, I feel like we didn't really get them as much, even with Jair Alexander being there. I mean, he was really good at like breaking up passes, but I don't know if we can. I mean, sorry, truthers of Jair Alexander. I don't know if he was like a big interception guy. Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm wrong. Because I don't remember him being like crazy amounts of interceptions. But the point
I don't think anybody has crazy amounts. I mean, didn't he have?
I mean, there's some people are like really good at them and get them often.
Right. But, like one per game, maybe. Yeah, I don't think he does.
I mean, we just had a guy that did two per game, and it was his first time. I'm sure there's guys that like can, it's just, I guess it depends on the game and depends on the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think it's super common to have anybody have multiple interceptions in a game. I mean, two's a lot.
I can't think of it. I mean, I don't think 2 is rare. I definitely don't think. I don't think, to me, they're not rare. I feel like they happen all the time. I don't think they're like that rare. but I could be wrong. I don't know because I can't think of like several examples right now. But I don't know. Have we gotten like one each game, even if we lost? I think that
Yes, I think so.
between all of our secondary,
Hmm.
they've been doing okay. They're doing okay, but not the best.
The
They've
problem
honestly been
hasn't been our
carrying us.
defense. The problem has been
The
the O
offense, yeah.
line. That's
Well,
how
yeah,
we're
on the
losing
offensive
games.
line too, yeah.
That's how we're losing games. Not
And we're not running the ball. Because honestly, that
well. That's the
that does
offense.
affect,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the offense. So
Yeah.
we
And the
should.
line, like we still haven't figured out anything with the O line that keeps moving.
I think they did pretty well this year. I
They
mean,
did
last
this
week.
last, yeah, oh yeah. Everybody did well. We improved on
Mhm.
everything. Everyone
Yeah,
improved offense, the offensive line, defense was kind of sus in the run. But yeah, I think everybody improved, and I don't well except for special teams. Sorry, special
special
teams.
teams are never going to.
You're in the corner. I mean, the first two games they were the bright spot of the season. The first two games of the season, they were like the ones scoring the best. Everybody sucked, but I just think last this Sunday I've been crying for a complete game from them, and I think that we finally got a complete game on all sides of the ball except special teams. Sorry, Amari.
So Ron
I'm
wants
looking
to
at you.
know, when can we get the Stigma Breaker hoodie?
As soon as I take pictures, I need to do a little photo shoot with my merch, and so they can put it on the site, and then she's gonna like start processing it. I'm gonna stick with Fan made this sweater. Not for me. It's just one of the sweater. So Fam is the one that gave me my code. If you go to my profile on Jamie No Last Name, I'll have 10% off if you use code cheese, but you get 10% off on Fam USA. Shameless plug. And so they are the ones that are going to sell my merch. They're designing it, they're creating it, and they're shipping it for me. They're amazing. I love working with them. And so that is pending. I'm going to try to get that launched in the next, hopefully before the year ends. So you'll be the first to be notified. I love you, Ron. I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna really try to work on my podcast. I'm gonna do 2 series. I'm gonna start an ADHD series on my podcast, and then I'll have my interview series where I interview people. You're very welcome if you want to come on my podcast. We can plan something out. So I'm gonna start bringing people to interview. So and then I'll do like a solo podcast, and my solo podcast is gonna be an ADHD series.
Solo.
Well, it's just me. It's just me talking. It's just me talking about my ADHD and just because I've been figuring it out, I've been learning like my systems and stuff. I finally can like see things that are working out for me, so now I could kind of give feedback. I just want to educate. I just want to share my experience because that might help somebody out there that like has ADHD and maybe they don't have like listen, like we struggle with motivation. Like we may know that we need to get a diagnosis and that we need medication, that we need to see the doctor. We know we have to do things, but it's like doing them is what's hard for us. So if I can like hand hold you and bring you the information right here to you and make it easy access, and you're always on Twitter, you're always on TikTok, if I can help by bringing that information to you, I think that's what I want to do with my ADHD series, is just like share my experience. And just by honestly, like the best thing that I did for myself was just like learn about it, and that's honestly that was a huge difference for me. But
yeah, and then sharing what you learned, that's great.
And I want to share what I learned. Yeah, basically that's I said a lot just to say that.
Oh no, you need to say that too. I mean, yeah, I was just summarizing. Maybe taking over the world. Well, all right, everyone. Well, Matt and I will be live at halftime tomorrow here on YouTube on this same channel. Well, let's see which channel you might be. Where are you watching us from? If you're, I can tell this here, but if you're watching from YouTube, you can go to Dawn DeKisto tomorrow. Or Hey, We Like Your Pod. Right now, you might be on Beauty Touchdown. You might be on Dawn DeKisto, or you might be on Twitter with Jamie Cheesebutt. So But tomorrow we'll be on YouTube, and it'll be on my page where we're going to be. I think it's already there. You're on YouTube. Which channel, Ron? Are you on Beauty Touchdown, or are you on the Dawn DeKisto channel? Anyway, that's where we'll be tomorrow. We'll be on the Dawn DeKisto channel and the Hey We Like Your Pod channel for halftime with Matt and Emma. And that is going to be exciting, or maybe depressing, or who knows what, but we're going to need each other tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on Beauty Touchdown. Good boy.
Mhm.
All right. So any final words before we go to our big game tomorrow? I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm probably going to take a sleepy pill.
Good.
I won't sleep. I was up thinking about the Packers and neurodivergent people last night at like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep, the thing is, I keep going to bed like at 8 or 9, and then I wake up at 12, and then I can go back to sleep at 3, 4 in the morning. That's how my sleep has been recently.
That's okay.
That's not good, right? That's
no.
not good.
No, I mean, what's good is to get REM sleep. So I don't know if you're getting REM.
I don't think I've never been able to get there.
Never?
I don't think so. I toss and turn a lot. I'm a light sleeper. Like any little noise will wake me up, and then once I'm up.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But I don't wake up all the time. I get REM sleep for sure. I know.
Yeah. I don't know if I do.
It's very important to get REM sleep, especially if you have ADHD.
That's probably why I'm always tired.
I don't think I've been getting it lately with my health issues, but normally I do. Sleep is so important to me. Like, don't mess with my sleep.
Yeah, no, I need to be like that too. I need to learn from you. But yeah.
So it's such a priority. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here and watching this. If you're here live, shout out Ron and Lorenzo. And if you're watching as a replay, hi, love you. Thank you so much for sticking with us and watching us almost every week. Whenever we pop up, we're like a birthday surprise. And so yeah, thank you so much. Make sure to follow us and subscribe to our channel. You can subscribe to Beauty Touchdown or at Dawn DeKisto as well. All of that will be linked. It's also on our link tree that you can find on our Instagram account, on our TikTok, on Twitter.
It's everywhere. It's in the description.
It's literally everywhere. You can find us.
Yep, it's in the it's right there. It's on the rolling. It's right there. But it's in our show description wherever you're watching. So yeah, thank you for that, and thank you for joining us tonight.
And go tune into all of her shows. She has a lot of shows. She is a busy girl.
Well, if you go to I started reorganizing. Instead of doing all these, I still have other channels, but I'm putting everything on Dawn DeKisto on YouTube. That way everything's there too. So yeah, it just makes
she does a lot of great stuff. Make sure to be following her on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you soon. Bye for now. Like to look and feel your best?
Like football?
Touchdown Beauty is for you.
Score a touchdown with your beauty.
Because we can be girly girls and football fans.